What's up, everybody? I'm gonna get straight into this look. This is my drag queen flapper look. I hope you guys like it. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna start the tutorial off already contoured. By this point, everybody should know how to contour. If Northwest can contour, you can contour too. So I'm using an OCC, and I am drawing my crease right now. And I'm doing it a little bit higher. I'm doing I want to do a more of an exaggerated look. You're going to just draw it out. If you want it lower, you can do this look lower too. It's just all about preference. But for me, I normally do more subtle makeup, so I want to do it bigger. I'm using an e.l.f. angle brush. I am like literally the Mr. Krabs of drag queens. I use a lot of cheap products. And I'm just going to diffuse that line. As you can see, it's diffused. Then I'm going to take, this is literally a Dollar Tree eyeshadow, and I'm just going to add to that. It's going to give it a slightly more smoky effect, and that's what you're looking to get, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing this eye, and I'm going to go straight, I did both, just like that. With the power of editing, I did both. So right now I'm using the NYX eyeshadow base. I use my fingers, you can use a brush. I just prefer to use my fingers because I can get better precision with that, so I'd advise that. And after you fill your eye up, I'm also using another Dollar Tree product. This is an eyeshadow, a loose pigmented eyeshadow. It's gold. It comes in some weird ass container, but I just broke it open and put it in my own container. It's really pretty. It has a very nice shimmer to it, and I'm using that for the inside of my crease. And we're going to do both eyes like that. See, there you have it. After you have both eyes done, I am using a edge of I don't know, it's some comic that I subscribed to. And I'm using Mayron eyeshadow. It's slightly darker than the one I used. And I am going to just put my wing on. I wanted it bigger, so... A lot of queens use tape to do this part, but I'm choosing to just use this one. I feel like it's a faster method. See? Pretty. Now after you have both eyes done, I am going to start my brows. I do things a little bit weirder than a lot of drag queens do. Most drag queens do their eye makeup first, before they contour and highlight. I'm using a brown because I like to make a fake ombre. I never learned how to do ombre brows. So I'm using this brown to kind of create a fake ombre. I'm also using apricot powder because if you notice the beginnings of my eyebrows are a little funky looking. If you do this step a couple of times, you can kind of diffuse the end of them to give yourself like a faux ombre. As you can see, they kind of faded away. You do that step like once or twice and it'll totally give you an ombre eye. Then I'm taking a black after I have my shape, and I'm kind of going to go back in and refill them in with black. I'm not going to go all the way back to the beginnings. I'm just going to do maybe the tip, maybe like 2/3 of the eyebrow. Alright, still look a little funny? That's alright. Because right now, I'm going to take my highlight. I guess I probably could have used the eyeshadow base. Probably might have worked better, but I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. So I'm using my highlight right now, and I'm just going in and I'm just fixing my eyebrows, sharpening them up, getting them all pretty looking. And now I'm using an LA Color eyeshadow that I got from Five Below. I'm using the gold. I'm going to do the inside slightly golder. I hope this registers well on camera. I doubt it will. I'm sorry. I'll get better. And then I'm using whites for the rest of it. As you can see, I got some a little in my crease, but that's alright. You just dust that shit out and fucking it works. Alright, I'm going to dust off the powder. This look I was going to be using a lot of color, so I contoured a little bit more, but I'm going to use my blush to diffuse the edges of it. Boom, boom. And now I'm using, this is super white, because I'll be putting a color under my eyes. So I'm using super white to just make the bottom of my eye slightly brighter so that the color shows up a little bit more. Alright, you might want to dust a little of that off, so I'm using this angle brush by eBay. I don't know where the fuck I got it from. I've had it ever since I started drag. But while the powder's setting, I am going to start drawing my lip line. I am using some color. Sometimes it doesn't matter what color you use because the color you're going to be doing on your lips is darker. So this is just to give me a nice little outline. And now I'm using Lime Crime. I have no idea what color this is. They only have like 5 liquid to matte colors, so it's not a hard one to find. And I'm just going to give myself a bright purple, like more violet-y. Since I'm a darker skinned queen, I need to buy more expensive products for my lips because they don't really show up. And now I'm using Wet n Wild. It's a dark plum color, and I'm going to diffuse that and blend it in kind of with my finger. A mixture between my finger and a brush. I didn't really record the brush part, but I used a brush. And now you're going to dust off that white, that super white you have under your eyes. And now I'm using Dolly Pop, I believe, from Sugar Pill. If I fucked up on that, I will put it in the description for that color. And I'm just going to put a heavy coat of this pink under my eyes. Trying to give me a more tired-y look, like I'm sleepy, partying all night, like the Roaring 60s, or some shit like that, if that makes work. Alright. And now I'm going to take purple on my Sugar Pill palette and kind of put it in my faux crease right now, just to add a little color to the top. I normally have my eyebrows shaven, so because when you glue them down, you give yourself that slightly like shiny effect. And now I'm taking a liquid eyeliner pencil and I am just drawing above my lid. I don't know what the fuck this thing is called. I'm like kind of defining my wing, separating my wing from my actual lid. I bought this pen on eBay like for 99 cents. I've had it for like a year now and it's still working. Now you're going to go in and just define your crease with that liquid liner pen. And I'm going to take that OCC and just kind of fill it in with the bottom, fill the bottom of my eyelid in with it. Alright, now I'm using liquid liner, natural liquid liner, from who knows where. And I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to define my wing. For some reason, liquid liner seems to be darker than every color I own, so it just like draws more attention to your eyes when you see it. Alright. I touched up my face, kind of fixed my contour. You might want to go in and fix your eyebrows and your nose contour and powder a little bit more on certain spots. But there you have it. There's the look. Thank you all for watching.